Good Saturday afternoon, everyone. Today is April the 5th, 2025. I'm sitting here in the hangar. This video is going to be a little kind of a two-part video. I had planned to be down at Sun and Fun in Lakeland, Florida right now. Sometimes the best laid plans don't work out, and in the end it works out for the better. The reason I didn't go when I wanted to go, Sun and Fun started April the 1st. I didn't go right away because I had a spark plug wire test on my airplane at the end of last week. And 2 of the 8 wires failed the test. So I ordered new plug wires and put them on. They came in on Monday. I got them finished installing them on Tuesday afternoon, so I thought, well, maybe I can go to Sun and Fun the next day. Ever since Wednesday, we've had low scud like you're looking at right now. I mean, if that's not IFR, it's marginal VFR at best. And on top of that, my gosh in heaven, we've had the most gusty winds over the last 4 days, 20, 25. And from what I understand, it's been that way, pretty gusty down there in Lakeland as well. So I was kind of happy that things worked out the way they did. Part 2 of this video, I come up with the idea I'm going to make myself a little roll-around tool cart. And that's what I did, and that's what I'm going to show you today. The odd thing about this tool cart that has sentimental value, and I'll share that with you here in just a minute. Please, no shots from the cheap seats. I know it looks crude, but I'm going to tell you something. I like it. I like it a lot. Like I said, I had all the wood. I didn't have to buy anything. And the sentimental part of this thing this cart are the wheels, and I will explain those in just a moment. When I built it, I thought, well, this would be plenty of space. What is that? Maybe 3 foot this way, or just a little shy, maybe about 20 inches here. But I've used it a couple of times, and when I put those plug wires on, I ended up having tools scattered all over here, and I was running out of real estate. I've done a couple of things to try to manage that problem. And one thing I use a lot is my little electric drill right there for removing screws. I made this, and that works great. But this thing just sitting here or laying here, that took up a lot of real estate. So that's a nice addition. So I had this little side piece here already made, and all I did was put some hinges on it and attach it to the end of the cart. All right, hold that with my knee since my hand is tied up, but it's simple. Just goes on like that. Same thing on the back. Works like a champ. Like I said, this was already made up. I had made this to set on top of the engine. So, got a little shelf up here. Good thing about it, instead of putting tools on the wings, which are not movable, if I'm working on this side of the plane, I got my tools right here. When I'm done here, I go to the other side, and my tools go with me, saving any kind of extra steps. So when I'm working here, I got my tools right there. And also, you'll notice these little strips back here. This stuff here you get at Lowe's. It's just a little piece of indoor-outdoor carpet. I like working on something like that. But I had some left over, so I put this here and this here, so that when it's here, bumps up against the wing, no scratches. I'm going to show you why these wheels have sentimental value. First, I'll tell you the story. When I was in the Navy, I was on board the USS Sierra, which was a destroyer tender out of Charleston, South Carolina. And I was a machinist in the Navy, what we called an MR. Worked in machine shops running lathes and milling machines. Anyway, they gave everybody a toolbox, and one day we go to work, and they come out and said, look, they're going to get us all new toolboxes. So anybody that wants their old box, you know, empty all the tools out of it and you can have it. And I said, well, I want my old roll-around toolbox. And they were made of metal. So they were, you know, rusty a little bit, but I took it. And that was in 1978, I think. And of course, it's a lot rustier now. It's been out here in my hangar for over 20 years in this hot, muggy weather. But those wheels come off of that toolbox that I used when I was in the Navy. I'll show you the toolbox. It's right back here. And I'm going to throw it away because it's nothing but an old rust bucket now. But it's that blue one right here on the bottom. As you can see, it doesn't have any wheels now. But this is what I worked out of when I was in the Navy on the USS Sierra. This red one above, I worked at, when I got out of the military, I worked as a machinist for a while I was going to college. And that's what I used at that time. My son was a little baby boy when I was using that, and now he's 41. Anyway, thought that might be a little interesting story for you. Hope you found the video enjoyable, and if you did, appreciate a like and a subscribe and any comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.